Now from Colorado's capital city, welcome to Denver. This is Empower Field at Mile High. Today, a good battle in the AFC. It's the Buffalo Bills and the Denver Broncos. Mike Tirico and Greg Olson with you. The veteran Matt Prater has this one set to get started. And off we go from Denver. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. So the Broncos come out, and Greg, they are led by their QB of the future. Found their guy with the 6th quarterback selection in the 2024 draft. Second season now for Bo Nix.
Well, it didn't take long for Bo Nix to establish himself as a bona fide starter in this league, winning the position with the Broncos as a rookie. He has all the intangibles, but really what sticks out the most, Mike, is the amount of starts he made in college. It's kind of similar to Brock Purdy. Very experienced at the college level. Let's see how that carries over here to the NFL.
Down by Tre'Davious White. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4. At the 41-yard line.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, here's Nix. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete. Cortland Sutton, the intended receiver. And 3rd down coming up.
Anytime you see a receiver at this level miss a ball that easy, it's just concentration. They just take it for granted. All of a sudden, they're thinking about what their next move is or what they're going to do after the catch. And instead of just focusing on first things first, secure the catch, put the ball away, then become a runner.
He's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
That's good for a Broncos 1st down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important. Like everybody stresses, we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
They send Sutton in motion. A run with Harvey. And he'll push his way ahead for a gain of 2. That's Gregory Rousseau in on the stop.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 8. A run once more, that's Harvey. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. They'll get 19 out of that play. 1st down, Broncos.
1st down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense. They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
On 2nd down, it's Nix. They'll try to hit him with a screen. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
Brings up 3rd down.
Play 8 of the opening drive coming up, and now they face 3rd down. They'll go with the sneak. Mark him right on the 15, and the march continues. That is a 1st down picked up on the ground.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
Draw play here for Harvey. Not much there, maybe a yard.
Terrell Bernard on the stop. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 14-yard line.
It is 2nd and 9. They'll throw. It's Nix. Now they'll set up the screen for Harvey. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
A lengthy opening drive. Now comes to this. It is 3rd down. Back to throw is Nix. And he's got the first down. A great job looking at engaging where the marker is and getting there to set up 1st and goal.
That's good for a Broncos.
What an impressive drive this has really been, and it's a combination of big plays and 3rd down conversions. Now after that last 3rd down pickup, it's 1st and goal. They got a chance to finish this really impressive drive and come away with 6.
And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
Brought down just shy of the goal line. A pickup of 2 brings up 2nd and goal.
The ball a little closer now. It is 2nd and goal. Harvey trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he's going to come up short.
In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball carrier down for a loss.
They'll try to run this one in. And no signal. Didn't look like he got there. He did not. And now the tension mounts. 4th and goal.
How about this for a goal line stand, Mike? Your back's against a wall, back-to-back plays. You hold tight. They set themselves up here to defend a 4th and goal try.
So, trying to make a statement on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on 4th and goal. Nix gonna throw for it. And this will pay off. It is caught. Troy Franklin. Touchdown, Broncos.
You know, Mike, I think we're going to see a lot of this, and you know why? It's the new kickoff rule. So think about it. In the old days, you'd kick a field goal, you'd kick a touchback, and your opponent would have the ball on the 20. You didn't give up as much field position, but you only got 3 points. Nowadays, you go for 3 points and you kick a touchback, they get the ball on the 35. It's almost 30 yards of field position. You're just better off going for touchdowns when you get in here tight.
The kick is good. Makes the score Broncos 7, Bills nothing.
So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. To return, here's Ray Davis. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Bills offense are heading out, and they are led by the MVP of the National Football League, 29-year-old quarterback Josh Allen in the prime of his career.
And we all know how talented this guy is, Mike, right? From the physical sense, that's obvious. But what really separates him, and it really came through when we had a chance to talk to him this week, is really his ability to operate from the neck up. his processing speed, his decision-making. It seems like he's always one step ahead of the defense, and when he's on, he's proven to be really hard to beat.
This one caught by Khalil Shakir. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. They'll gain 17 on that one. A very quick first down.
Nice way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read. Ball's accurate, ball's on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
Off the play fake, it's Allen. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
Now the first carry for the younger Cook brother. This is James Cook. He'll push forward for about a yard. That's Zach Allen there on the tackle.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up third down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
To the left side, it's caught by Shakir. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now, decision time. What are you going to do on fourth down?
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the first down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is, because they've already decided they're going to go for it on fourth down.
They'll try it now with Cook. Woo! And he is going to have the Bills first down. They wind up getting 13 yards on that fourth down conversion.
The Bills first down. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
This play should always end up converting a fourth down, especially at this distance. But you can't tell me there weren't some nerves on that sideline as they sent that play in to snap it. But fortunately, nothing to worry about. The offense gets it done.
Good physical run. It'll wind up as a gain of 5.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns. But that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a first down.
And this has been a really nice answer so far to this game, Mike. I mean, you watch your opponent take the initial drive and go right down the field and score. And what are you going to do in response? What are you going to do when you get that ball back for the first time in your huddle? And tell you what, they've answered all those questions, and now they're set up first and goal.
Keon Coleman, the intended receiver. And it'll be second and goal.
The sideline erupted. They thought that was an easy 6, but instead, it was nothing but disappointment. I mean, that is a gut-wrenching missed opportunity for the offense, and he has his head down just in disbelief.
To the air on second down. Here's Allen.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
A nice drive. This is the 9th play coming up. And they cash it in on 3rd and goal. To throw once more. Here's Allen. That is caught by the tight end. Dalton Kincaid. Touchdown, Buffalo.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score in the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and They come away with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Now the veteran Matt Prater for the extra point. He's got it, and the Bills come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. A return now from the 4. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense going to take over now for the second time. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with first down. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. Open man, downfield, it's Franklin. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His third catch goes for a first down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
And wow, he is light on his feet. Spinning forward, that's a pickup of about 9.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
Again, it's Harvey. There he goes, inside the 30. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
It's a gain of 20.
They get an even 20 on that one. Good for a Denver first down.
First and 10 at the 21-yard
We had a feeling
line.
coming into the game that they were going to get this guy plenty of touches, and you can see from this early success why. The defense is going to have to make some adjustments here because they have had no answers thus far.
Got it into the hands of Mims. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
2nd and 7. Throwing. Nix. That one knocked away in the end zone, incomplete. What a good job locating the football by the defense where it matters most, and it'll bring up third down now.
A bit of a risky throw here in the end zone, Mike, and those windows down here tight, they close so much faster in this part of the field. By the time he let it go, the defender was already in position and was able to make a play on the ball.
Taking off, he'll try to get there.
And that's a great job defensively here on third down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the first down.
On fourth down, the veteran Will Lutz for the Broncos field goal. No issues there. This one is good. And the Broncos will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
So following the field goal, Lutz is back out to kick it away. The return, here comes Davis. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Bills offense ready to take over for their second possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. To throw is Allen. Oh, fine work there defensively. Got that hand in there. That pass is incomplete.
And the defender does such a good job, Mike, not only putting himself in position to make the play, but how often do we see guys that are there and they just can't quite make it? In this case, he's there, knocks the ball down. Really nice play.
Allen going to give it to Cook. And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. Lane closed quickly. And here comes 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
From the shotgun, it's Allen. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete. Khalil Shakir, the intended target. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
To return, it's Mims. The Broncos offense ready to come back out for this next possession. With a solid start so far. Touchdown and a field goal on their first 2 possessions. Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. Drive starts on the ground, and this is Harvey. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. What a way to kick off a drive. That's a gain of 30 and another 1st down.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's 2nd down.
Brought down back at the 45-yard line.
A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. 10-7 is the score. Greg and I back in Denver in just a moment. The Broncos in possession of the football to begin the second quarter. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. As we are ready to get back underway. He's got the tight end, Adam Trotman. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Now, following the play, we're going to get a stoppage. There's an injured Bronco. The training staff going to look, and we'll step out for a moment.
Is this a game?
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Here's Nix to throw.
Happy Saturday here, everyone.
And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line. He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a 1st down in this spot.
At the 5-yard line.
And while it ultimately worked out for him this time, Mike, this is not a throw he wants to make a habit of, because that was risky. When he threw it, I thought that ball was being picked. I think he got away with one here, results in a big pickup, and get a
and he will take this one across into the end zone. Bo Nix, touchdown Denver. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Lutz for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Broncos will get out in front 17-7. So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. Davis now to return it. They get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. The Bills offense ready to get back at it. They find themselves down 17-7 as this drive starts 1st and 10. On play action, Allen looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
Initially, a nice job by the receiver. He actually was open downfield. He was able to get behind the defense, but the window closed up so quickly they couldn't get the ball to him. Prevents the big play.
He'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Man in motion is Coleman. Throwing on 2nd down. It's Allen. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
3rd and 7. Out of the gun, here's Allen. This pass right side taken in by Cooks.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
Here's Mitch Wisnowski now as he's on to punt for the 2nd straight drop. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Broncos offense and running back R.J. Harvey heading back to the field. Their lead is 10. They go back to work, trying to add to it. It begins with 1st down. Now Nick's going to look to throw. He connects with Mims. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. A gain of 14. Good for a quick 1st down.
For a Broncos 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
On 1st down, here's Nix to throw. And this is going to be a big loss. He kept retreating, looking for an escape hatch, found nothing. And they get him down well behind the line. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. To throw is Nix. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Terrell Bernard. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
I know it doesn't seem like a ton of yards on top of that pick, but that was really well done. I mean, it's just going to make life so much easier now as the offense takes the field, trying to capitalize off of that turnover.
The Bills offense ready for this next possession. They can get back into this quickly now. Very short field ahead. It is 1st and 10. Man in motion is Coleman. They'll run straight ahead with Cook. And he's going to get upended right at the line of scrimmage. And he's picked up and thrown down.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
Allen now on 2nd down. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
What an advantage it brings a defense when you have cornerbacks that are such willing tacklers. It just brings an extra element to the ability to defend the entire field. And this is a great example here why.
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen. He's got his man, that's Kincaid. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
Yards. That's good for a Bills 1st down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success. The drag route, we used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
Now a designed run, it's Allen. And this one blown up. Good surge and drop him. A loss on the play, back to the 9-yard line.
Trying to catch the defense off guard with this designed quarterback run. Doesn't go down for a sack, but either way, defense was ready for it, able to bring the quarterback down for a loss.
In motion goes Cooks. On 3rd down, it's Allen. Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looked like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, we sit up here all the time and we try to break down why certain plays work or don't work. Well, this one's not real tricky. I mean, he just simply needs to catch the ball. I mean, that close to the 1st down chain, he just catches that ball and turns upfield. They extend this drive. He's got to come over to the sideline, take a deep breath, tell his guys, hey, man, that's on me. And he's got to go out and make that next play because his team's going to need him to play better as the rest of this game continues.
So Prater now, after the made field goal, back out to kick off. This is fielded inside the 5. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Broncos offense and running back R.J. Harvey heading back to the field. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Harvey. And they'll bring him down around the 27-yard line. Matt Milano there to stop him.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense. And that's exactly what they've been able to do.
On second down, it's Nix. That's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Christian Benford. And he is going to score. A pick six for the touchdown.
Touchdown.
We saw it earlier, the defense on the quarterback with the earlier interception. And now, Greg, not only do they pick him, they turn it into a pick six.
And, Mike, the reality is this has just been a bad first half throwing the football. I mean, not only is it a second interception, but this time the defense gets their hands on the ball, and they're able to take it all the way back for the pick six.
Prater on to attempt the extra point. He knocks it through, and the Bills will come back to tie things at 17. So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. The return starts from the 5. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Broncos offense and running back R.J. Harvey heading back to the field. And he's been a tough man to stop in this first half, putting up some big numbers already. And remember, we haven't even reached halftime yet. Handoff now for Harvey. And he'll be out of bounds. That's a nice gain, though, on first down. A pickup of 7.
Out of bounds at the 37-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 3. Work in the middle, that's Harvey. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Markham at the 48-yard line. A pickup of 14 on that one. First down, Broncos.
First down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
And he is out of bounds. Markham at the 25. They'll pick up 23 on that one. Good for a Denver first down.
This is a combination of footwork and vision. His ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
Nix now to throw it here on first down. Throwing right. It's taken in. He's taken down just shy of the 10. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
Straight ahead goes Harvey. And he's in. What a drive. R.J. Harvey. Touchdown, Broncos.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike, and you can see once he got the ball, The clear line to the end zone. He doesn't get touched, and an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
Here's Lutz now for the extra point. He's got it. Broncos will go up by 7.
That's the score. Broncos 24, Bills 17.
So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. On the return, here comes Davis. And he is stopped. That's 25. The drive will begin there. So now here comes the Buffalo offense heading back out onto the field. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Allen working from the pistol. That's to the left side where he's got Kincaid. He's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
Here's a handoff to Cook. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. Good for a Bills 1st down.
A gain of 11 on the play.
2nd and short. Normally, this is a great time, Mike, to put the ball in the air and try to press the ball downfield. But in this case, they keep it on the ground. Has a similar effect. They pick up a good gain and a 1st down.
And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. Now we'll get a stoppage here for an injured Bill. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 4. Here's a first carry for the man from Kentucky, Ray Davis. And he's going to struggle to get back to the line, maybe a yard. Alex Singleton there on the tackle.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
He's got his man, that's Coleman. Give him 14 on that one. 1st down, Buffalo.
Good for Bills. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice 1st down pickup.
And he's out of bounds. Gain of 4. It'll bring up 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From the gun, here is Allen. That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up third down. He was looking for Brandon Cooks with that pass, and it'll be third down. Allen to throw again. That is caught. Cooks gets the grass. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
So here's a play, Mike, that is clearly designed to attack the middle third of the field. So think it's roughly the space between the numbers. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And once he understood where his leverage was and he gets his head around, great job by the quarterback on time, delivering a strike.
And he's in. Khalil Shakir. Touchdown, Bills.
We all make such a big deal, Mike, when we see a quarterback go through his progression and deliver a deep downfield strike for a touchdown. But sometimes just take what's easy, the easy pitch and catch, get an underneath completion. That's exactly what the quarterback does here. Takes what the defense gives them, and when you have a playmaker like that on the outside, they can do the rest with their feet after the catch, and the end result is still a touchdown.
Now Prater to tack on the extra point. He's got it. And the Bills will tie this game at 24.
24-24.
So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Broncos offense and running back R.J. Harvey heading back to the field. They'll work in a tie game here in the second quarter and get started with 1st and 10. Here's Harvey, and he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
Give now to Harvey, running right. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
3rd and long. From the shotgun, here's Nix. That's complete. Taken in by Franklin. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. That pass play good for 22. 1st down, Broncos.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
That's just playing quarterback at a really high level, Mike. I mean, once he realizes his initial pre-snap read has changed, he just calmly goes through his progressions against this zone look. He ends up delivering a strike, and they keep the drive alive.
Nick snap on 1st and 10.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop, and that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, That's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend. The whole idea of that short pass is designed to get the ball into the hands of the receiver in space and let him do the rest after the catch. But the key word there, Mike, is get the ball into the hands of the receiver. He doesn't secure the catch, so there is no run after.
Nix from the gun on third down. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. That's a dozen for number 12, and he's got a first down as well. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Give him 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a first down.
10 at the 18-yard line.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter. That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
We'll try again. It's second and 10. They'll throw. It's Nix. That's caught by Harvey. And he'll be lucky to just get some positive yards out of that one. Out of bounds, pickup of 2.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
Now they'll set up the screen for Harvey. The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down is looming.
It's fourth down.
On now, it's Will Lutz to try the field goal. This from 30 yards out. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Broncos will move out in front, 27-24.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
So following the field goal, Lutz is back out to kick it away. On the return, it's Ty Johnson. Ooh. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field.
22-yard line.
So Allen and the Bills getting set for their next possession. And he's had things all his way in the first half. Those numbers are sensational. And he looks to add to them with another drive here. So first and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. From the gun, it's Allen. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Now Allen to throw on second down. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. From the gun, throw here for Allen. He'll try to run for it. Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half.
It's 4th down.
Here's their punter now, as he's on to punt for Buffalo. And he'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. The Broncos offense and running back R.J. Harvey heading back to the field. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Back to throw is Nix. That's caught left side by Ingram. And that'll be good for a gain of about 4 as he is forced out of bounds.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
Here's a 2nd and 6. And this time they'll just keep it on the ground. And he'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line. Now a timeout, Denver. That's their 2nd, as that'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
1st and 10.
This offensive line continues to be very physical at the point of attack. They've been able to give their backs plenty of room to run. And that's why they've already eclipsed the century mark here in the opening half.
So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Nix. That's over the middle to the tight end Ingram. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. And now a timeout. 7 seconds left in this first half.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
2 first downs, and they're at the 46 now. It's 1st and 10. Play action now. It's Nix. That's deep for the back of the end zone. And penalty flags come in as it winds up incomplete, but no doubt there was contact there. On now, it's Will Lutz to try the field goal. This, about as short as you can get. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. So, halftime straight ahead, and we send it over to Scott Hansen, who has the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the studios in the Creative Village here in Orlando. Scott Hansen with you, and we've seen some scoring so far. Both teams getting into the end zone, both teams thinking they could pull out the win in the second half. Who's it going to be? Let's find out. Back out to the stadium and our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thanks. Probably a tough halftime for the defensive coordinators, trying to do something to slow down these offenses. What a show they put on in the first half. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Bills offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. The deficit, 6 points. A touchdown here would be mighty nice for the offense. See what they can do on this drive. 1st and 10. Throwing now, Allen. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a third down.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down.
And he's going to have a Bills first down, maybe by about a yard, as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the first down.
A throw on the move is caught. 14 yards on that pass play there. Good for a Bills first down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for another first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down. Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
Again, it's Allen to the air. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. His 2nd grab on this drive, good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Buffalo.
A design run here for Allen. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play.
Traditionally in 1st and 10, Mike, a defense is not playing for draw. So I think in this case, it was their quick reaction to the ball and able to get someone to meet the runner and stop him behind the line of scrimmage.
Allen now on 2nd down. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Trying to get it to Dalton Kincaid there. And it's going to be 3rd down.
Been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike, and I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
And they were hoping for a little more on that one, brought down well short of the first down. It'll bring up 4th down.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Bills will cut the lead from 6 down to 3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals, but in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
So Prater now, after the made field goal, back out to kick off. On the return, here comes Marvin Mims. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense and running back R.J. Harvey heading back to the field. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Throwing is Nix. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's 2nd down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
On 2nd down, it's Nix. And he's going to be taken down for 37. Call it a gain of 13. Good for a Denver 1st down.
Every quarterback's dream is, can I get the ball out of my hand as fast as possible and get it to a guy that can do the rest after the catch? And it seems like nowadays, throughout the entire league, the best offenses thrive in yards after the catch.
Now he takes off.
Well, that scramble is ultimately going to end up short of the 1st down, Mike, but it's going to help quite a bit. That's a great job by the quarterback. Just taking what the defense gives you, get downfield, pick up good yardage.
At the 47-yard line.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. On the ground, this is Harvey. And he's going to be brought down, but not until he gets inside the 35. A gain there of 21. 1st down, Broncos.
1st down.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. And next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
On 1st down, they'll stick with Harvey. He'll move it ahead for about 3 yards. T.J. Sanders there to make the play.
At the 29-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 7. A run once more, that's Harvey. And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4, and it leads to 3rd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Now Nick's going to look to throw. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target.
It's a gain of 2.
This has been a really impressive drive, Mike, really from the start. And this is something defenses want to force offenses to do. Methodically work their way down the field. But they've been highly efficient, and now they get another 1st down.
A run with Harvey. And they'll have 1st and goal. He is down inside the 10-yard line.
13 yards on the play.
And this offense just continues to chew up yards and get 1st down after 1st down. And defensively now, you find yourself a little bit on your heels. You're defending a goal-to-go situation. They need to step up here and get a stop.
A run on 1st and goal. He slowed up quickly as he gets this down to the 6.
In order to be successful as a run-heavy offense, Mike, it's so important that you remain really efficient on 1st and 2nd down. The last thing you want is to be in 3rd and pass, and it really throws off what you feel like your strengths are. So now you get down here in the red zone, it's got to be touchdowns. These long, sustained drives on the ground, you kick a field goal, that's a win for the defense. And after putting together what's been a long and methodical drive, they suddenly find themselves on the verge of potentially stalling out. So this defense, they can get a stop here. That would feel like a pretty big win on a drive that's largely been dominated by the offense.
Throwing here on 3rd and goal. And he gets to the outside and takes it in. R.J. Harvey. Touchdown, Broncos. He had the touchdown run earlier. Now add a TD reception. Lutz for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Broncos will extend this third-quarter lead.
37. Bills 27.
So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. Johnson now to return. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Bills offense starting to trot out for this next possession. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. Now Allen. Down the field. He's got the hook up to Shakir. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 75 yards. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Well, it seems this game is kind of getting to the point, Mike, where it's defense optional. I mean, both these teams are really just having their way with their opponent. They're going up and down the field, and after this long touchdown, yes, this is great if you're a fantasy player, but it's not so great if you're a defensive coordinator.
Prater on to attempt the extra point. It's up and good. And the Bills are back within a field goal. The lead is 3.
Bills 34.
So now Prater, after the touchdown, is out to kick it away. On the return, here's Mims. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Broncos offense, and Bo Nix getting ready to go back to work. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. We'll go play action with Nix. In trouble, and down he goes. That's Greg Rousseau in there for the sack.
This offense came into this drive hoping to extend their narrow lead, Mike, but instead, after first down, they find themselves in 2nd and forever following that big sack right out of the gate.
Second down. Nix got it into the hands of Mims. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 13.
To throw is Nix. And that one thrown away to the sideline. It's incomplete. It was a frustrating series. It'll bring up 4th down.
And you think back earlier, remember, Mike, he threw that pick 6 in a very similar situation. So this time around, much better decision. Doesn't take any chances. Smart move to just throw that one away.
Shakir to return. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Bills offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. And you see the numbers for him into this third quarter. They just pop off the screen. He has been open and electric throughout. Play action now, and here's Allen. Catch is made there on the left side by Cooks. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. That's the way to get started, a pickup of 17 and a very quick first down.
Well, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
Quickly to Shakir on the RPO. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. A pickup there of 13. First down, Buffalo.
Another Bills first down. A gain of 13 yards. And the Bills first down.
Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route, and then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup.
He'll step up and run this. And he'll get a couple of yards, and that's good enough for the first down.
Sometimes, Mike, the best plan is also the simplest plan. And for this team, just snap the ball to your quarterback, let him find some daylight, and go get that first down himself.
Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, here is Allen. To the left side, it's caught by Shakir. He's taken down just shy of the 10.
16 yards.
That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a first down.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They clearly have a mismatch in their favor, and every time they've looked his way, he's continued to make big plays. If I'm this coordinator, I think I'm giving him one more shot and see if he can push this thing over the goal line and come away with 6.
Now Allen on first down. Oh, what a throw. Slinging it across his body and complete. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
3-yard line.
In motion, Shakir. They'll try to run this one in. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Ray Davis. Touchdown, Buffalo. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finished it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Now Prater to tack on the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Bills have taken a 4-point advantage.
Broncos 37.
So now Prater, after the touchdown, is out to kick it away. On the return, here's Mims. Man, he's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
The Broncos take over.
The Broncos offense and running back R.J. Harvey heading back to the field. And you have to imagine the defense is saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the third quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Here's Nix to throw. He connects with Mims. And he'll be out of bounds. A pickup, though, of 6.
Out of bounds at the 30-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's a designed run. A pickup there of 19 yards. Good for a Denver first down.
A gain of 19 yards. And the Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the
There's just so many
48-yard
ways
line.
this offense can beat you, Mike. He adds such a layer to this offense with their ability to use him as a designed runner, and we can see there as he picks up the first down.
Nix now on 1st and 10. That's caught left side by Ingram. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
19 more
That's
yards.
19 yards
That's
for the
another
2nd straight
Broncos
play.
first
They are
down.
rolling. Another 1st
First and
down.
10 at the 32-yard
Just seems like
line.
every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 26-yard line.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd down and 4. RPO, quick throw. There's Sutton. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
So, no shortage of offense in this one as we end the third. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So, they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. 4th quarter begins on the ground. And the Broncos are going to have 1st and goal. Good running. Gets them down to about the 2-yard line.
16 yards.
A huge advantage to red zone offense is the ability to run the ball. In this case, I thought he was going to score. Takes it all the way down inside the 2. Sets up 1st and goal.
What a moment in this game. A touchdown would give them the late lead. It is 1st down and goal. Go with their fullback trying to get it. This defense backed up, but they bring the fire there. Stop him before he can get past the 3-yard line.
Goal at the Bills' 3-yard line.
Here now, 2nd down and goal. to the 1, setting up 3rd and goal.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
For the lead, here is 3rd and goal. They'll try to sneak it here. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down.
No gain on a quarterback sneak. That's pretty surprising, Mike, anytime we see that happen. There just aren't many plays in the NFL that we consider to be automatic. The quarterback sneak is normally pretty close.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. That is incomplete. The defense coming up big in the red zone. It's a turnover on downs. The Bills offense and their big play wide out getting set for their next possession. And they're going to hear it from this crowd. They're backed up deep as they start 1st and 10. They'll run with Gilliam. And he's going to be marked down up at the 12-yard line. That one good for a dozen. And a very quick first down.
First down, Bills.
And this is what happens when your offensive line and your back are in sync and on the same page. Great job by the O-line distorting the defense at the point of attack, and then the running back understanding where that hole is, hitting it full speed, brings up a fresh set of downs.
And he's going to have this one up near the 28. It's a gain of 16, and it's 2 nice plays to begin this drive.
1st and 10.
4th quarter, you find yourself protecting a 1-possession lead. It's a fine line, Mike, between do I keep the ball on the ground, continue to work the clock, or stay aggressive, try to extend this lead to a multiple possession game. That's the balance this play caller is dealing with right now. You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
In motion goes Cooks. So now they'll throw it with Allen. That one just too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. That is caught. Hooks gets the grass. A gain of 18 for number 18. And a first down.
Bills, first down. A gain of 18 on the play. And the Bills first down.
So this is a part of the game that everybody works on, Mike. They call it 4-minute offense, and you don't necessarily have to have 4 minutes on the clock. But the whole idea is we possess the ball late in the 4th quarter with the lead. The goal is we want to end the game with the ball. So that 3rd down conversion is going to go a long way. Protect the ball, continue to pick up first downs. If they do that, I don't even think their opponent sees the ball again. And at this stage of the game, it's both teams that are really seeing who can make the big play to swing the game in their favor. And this time, it's the defense. He's able to get his hands on it. Mike, I think they're lucky he wasn't able to get both hands on it because it could have been even a bigger play.
In middle, he's got to complete to Coleman. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. Now we'll get a stoppage here for an injured Bill. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Third down and 3. throw once more. Here's Allen. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up fourth down.
But here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a third and very reasonable. Incomplete on that third down try. Now brings up fourth and short.
That's going to be out of bounds, no return. And the drive's going to start from just inside the 20-yard line. Back onto the field comes the Denver offense. They'll start out first down and 10. Off the play fake, here's Nix. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he'll be out of bounds as the first down completion nets about 3.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Play action now. It's Nix. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
And 6 yards to
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
Nix from the gun on third down. And that is incomplete.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on third down. It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up fourth down.
The Broncos bringing out their punter. They'll be forced to punt, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This brought in out past the 20, and he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. So Allen and the Bills getting set for their next possession. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. Allen going to keep it on the zone read. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. A big one here in the fourth quarter. 39 yards.
39-yard gain on the play.
And this is why you tailor your offense around a guy like this. I mean, every once in a while, mix in some design runs. He's got such game-changing ability with the ball in his hands. And here, he rips off a big one.
And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. A gain of 11 on that one. Good for a Bills first down.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump?
Still first down.
So a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. He'll step up and run.
Allen on the keeper. A gain of 3 brings up second down at the 11-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 2. A run, this is Gilliam. And the Bills are going to be set up 1st and goal. Nice run, getting them down to the 6.
Sometimes you just have to keep it simple. You don't need to overthink things on second and short. Give it to the big guy behind you, send him crashing forward through the line, pick up the first down.
An opportunity for what could be a game-sealing touchdown right here. First down and goal. He's done it. It's a touchdown. There is a marker down, but it looked like the defense was offside.
Offside. Defense. That penalty is declined.
Prater on to attempt the extra point. The kick is good, and the Bills will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
37.
So now, Prater, after the touchdown, is out to kick it away. Here comes a return from the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense and running back R.J. Harvey heading back to the field. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the fourth quarter. Now, this looks like a design run. He takes off. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a first down.
A gain of 15 yards.
Mike, I think every offense would love to be able to call designed runs for their quarterback, but it's so dependent of who that quarterback is. And for this team, to be able to have that guy behind center, it just adds a different element to what they can do on offense.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
I think that's just a case of a right call at the wrong time, Mike. You typically want to run a draw in more of an obvious passing situation. In this case, the defense was expecting run, and they're able to just eat up that draw play.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. On the bootleg, it's Nix. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 9.
From the shotgun, here's Nix. He's got his man. He finds Sutton. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
That's good.
They get 20 on the connection. First down, Broncos.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
That's to the end zone where it's incomplete. What a job in coverage, muscling that one free. It'll be 2nd down now.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late, and it's probably a touchdown.
Now, a 2nd down throw for Nix. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force third down.
I
got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
Working out of the gun, it's Nix. Now he'll air one out, and he's got another one. Troy Franklin, touchdown Denver. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
So now a big play here for the Broncos. They're going to line up and go for 2.
The Broncos
throwing. Nix. That's going to wind up incomplete. They try for 2, and it does not pan out. Now, following the play, we're going to get a stoppage. There's an injured Bronco. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. Johnson now to return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Bills' offense and their wide receiver getting ready to get back to work. The lead is 5 as they're going to start with this first down. On the ground, it's Cook to start this drive. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line.
It's a gain of 14
Give him 14
yards.
on that play. One play, one first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
You know, there's all this talk, Mike, about the value of the run game in today's NFL. You know when the run game matters? It matters right now. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead. Can you lean on your running back and offensive line to close this game out?
This one not quite on target. Too much, and that one falls incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
To the air. On second down, here's Allen. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Third down, they need 5. Out of the gun, here's Allen. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there. And they force fourth down.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
And he didn't give the Gunners a chance to get down there and make a play for him. It's into the end zone. And a touchback. The Broncos offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. will start on the ground. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
On second down, it's Nix. And they're going to mark him down right at the 30-yard line.
It's a gain of 11.
A gain there of 11. Good for a Denver first down.
First and 10.
As this game continues to come down to the wire, Mike, it just reminds us this is where quarterbacks earn their keep. You are judged by how you play in these critical moments. In fourth quarter, down a score, it doesn't get much bigger than this.
Nix, now to throw it here on first down. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
And 3 at the 38-yard line.
From the 38 now, here's second and 3. Throwing is Nix. There's that man again. Another catch. And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
That's catch 3 just on this drive, and it gets his team a first down.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick, because that ball is coming out.
He'll run. Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line. Now we'll get a stoppage here for an injured Bill. That is a worrisome development here late in the game. Now, on second and long. They'll drop to throw. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. The veteran Jordan Poyer had the good coverage, and he knocks that one away. Big play in the game right here. It's third down. To throw is Nix. To the right side, he's got Ingram, the tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line. That's well done as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
And now after that big completion, Mike, they can't panic yet. They're not into the mode where they're in desperation. They have 2 timeouts in their back pocket. Take a deep breath. Get your best first down play call to your quarterback. The field goal's not going to do it. They got to think touchdown all the way.
Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
First down. First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Plenty of time, plus 2 timeouts at their disposal. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw is Nix. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. This one going to be sniffed out. Blown up in the backfield.
Well, the best screen plays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help him at all.
No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. Now a timeout, Denver. That's their second. Talk things over before third down.
As the saying goes, Mike, you need your big-time players to make big-time plays, and the moment doesn't get bigger than this. Find yourself down. A touchdown gives you a chance to win this thing in regulation, and I think they got a shot.
A big play in the game now. Third down and 1. Here's Nix to throw. Oh, the pressure too much. He goes down.
Anytime you bring pressure like that, Mike, you're counting on getting to the quarterback before you get beat downfield. The vulnerability of that play call is in your pass coverage, but when you can get home and get to the quarterback that fast, the offense never has a chance to stress your coverage.
On fourth down, here's Nix. He'll try to run for it, and this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play. So now a big play here for the Broncos. They're going to line up and go for 2.
The Broncos will...
Now Nick's going to look to throw, and that is incomplete. They get the touchdown, take the lead, but it remains a 1-point game. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Davis now to return it. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Bills offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. We'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Surtain. And the Broncos are right back in this one.
If they lose this game, this is going to be one of those possessions that they're going to get on the bus thinking about. I mean, you just can't let drives go to waste, especially at this stage of the game, Mike. I mean, now it's up to the defense. Can they go out there, bail the offense out, and close this game?
The Broncos offense and running back R.J. Harvey heading back to the field. Still 2 timeouts remaining for the defense, but do the math. Even if they choose to use them, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory. The defense can stop it twice more as the kneel down comes. So this will wind up a win for the Broncos. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. And that is the difference in this one. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Broncos are winners. As we say, so long from Denver.